Hello students, I Dr. Anuradha Karmarkar welcome you all again to my lecture series on interior designing. In my previous presentation, we had discussed elements of interior designing, whereas in part 2 of the same series, we'll be discussing principles of interior designing. Principles are the parameters or bases around which we can plan our interior designing, may it be for a guest room or for a restaurant or any other area in the hotel. Principles of designing help us in creating a theme, creating a decor, and creating an ambience which is suitable for the purpose. Principles comprises of the following: harmony, scale and proportion, balance, rhythm, emphasis, and or focal point. All these principles have to be followed in designing any area. Students, we are going to look at each one in detail and how to make use of these principles to create fabulous interior designing with theme, with purpose, and excellent ambience. Harmony comprises of combination of variety and unity. Unity, when the room is tied together with a common denominator, as you can see in the first picture, unity has been created by using white color as a theme to bind and tie the entire elements of design together. Whereas variety, there are different shapes, colors, and objects in the room, but some harmony is created either by linking them with color or objects, as you can see in picture number 2. Next comes scale and proportion. Scale and proportion are the parameters which determine the size of the furniture to other objects which are kept in the room or area. May it be a chandelier, may it be a furniture item, may it be a lampshade or any other flooring, a carpet or soft furnishing for that matter, or the proportion and scale of the furniture and objects kept in the room to the size of the room. Proportion is the way that one part of an object relates to the whole design, whereas scale talks about the relation between an object with another object which is placed in the room. Balance is the visual appeal of stability. Balance can be created if equal number of objects and furniture is kept on either side of the central line of the room, creating a formal balance and evenness on both the sides, whereas balance can also be created as informal balance by placing the furniture and objects which are asymmetrical but have some kind of coordination and harmony with each other, as you can see in the picture. In the first picture, balance is created by keeping identical objects on either side of the room, whereas in second picture, the black and white picture, you can very well see that balance is created which is not exactly identical and is called as asymmetrical balance. Next comes rhythm. Rhythm is the movement of eye from one point to another. Rhythm is important because it is the way your eye travels around the room, and usually it starts from the focal point or emphasis. Rhythm is created when one or more elements of the design are used repeatedly to create a feeling of organized movement. Rhythm creates a mood like music or dancing. To keep rhythm exciting and active, variety is essential. As I said, Rhythm can be created by repetition, and in next slides we will have a look at various angles of rhythm. Here the repetition is been created by using a certain shape, a round or oval, repeatedly in the pendant lamps, on the carpet, the cushions, or the bottles and the artifacts which are placed in the room. Rhythm can be created through transition, moving from one direction to another. Rhythm can be created as radiation, allowing your eye to move out from a central point, as you can very well see in this picture. Rhythm can also be created by gradation, which takes your eye from light to dark or from small to large. So through repetition, rhythm can be introduced in the room. What is emphasis? Emphasis is highlighting the area. As soon as you enter in the room, your attention must be drawn towards a certain object or an area which may look little different from the rest, and this is how emphasis can be created. Emphasis can be created by either placing an artifact or an object, as you can see in picture number 1, or it can also be created by adding color, object, furniture, or even plants for that matter, as you can see in picture number 2, where emphasis is created in one corner with lot of plants being used in that area. Focal point in a room is close to what we call is at emphasis. In emphasis, an area can be selected, whereas focal point can be created through an object, which can be an artifact or even furniture, as you can see in picture number 1, whereas focal point has been created by using different color chairs in picture number 2. So wherever you want the attention to be drawn first, you can create the focal point accordingly. We have been talking about principles of designing which can be used very well in any area, but to some extent all these principles add limitation to your thoughts and creativity. So students, you may go little extra miles and create your own interior designing, where you may not adhere to all the principles or elements to the T, but you can include your own creativity, and that's what we are going to look at in few of my next slides. Here I'm going to take you to something which is very unique and trendy. In this picture you can see certain unique designs which is created by adding a wall clock using shoes. In second picture we can see uniqueness has been brought by the color combination of purple and green. Very bright colors and brighter colors as orange as seen in the picture. Even these can be used in guest rooms, but you hardly use them in any of the formal decor or ambience. Something royal concept can be created adding grandeur to the room. Grandeur by huge walls, windows, drapes falling from the ceiling, valances adding to the decor, beautiful carpets, floral design and patterns and motifs, and very colorful interior decor, which you can see in picture number 1, created to create a royal theme, a heritage theme. Whereas subtle colors have been used in other pictures, but royalty has been created through their grandeur. When you want to bring in absolutely business formal ambience to a given area, you can use very subtle colors usually grays, blues, and violets and greens. All the cool colors in their light tints can be used in any of the formal ambience or guest room decor. With this, we come to an end of this presentation on principles of interior designing. I'll be sharing more such videos with you. For this presentation, I have used several references: Hotel Housekeeping Operations and Management by G. Raghubalan and Ms. Priti Raghubalan. I have used SlideShare for some of the presentation slides, whereas Google Images have been used in the presentation to enhance it further. With this, I end the presentation. I thank you once again for patiently listening to the presentation, and stay tuned for my upcoming videos. Till then, have a very good day.